Let me flip the question one more time.
Alright.
What if you can only paint Peter Griffin and Bart Simpson for the rest of your life?
Nah, it's not happening.
Like, how much money?
It's not happening. It's somebody else's art. I'm not doing it.
But how much money would it
do
take for $1 billion?
Chill, bro. It ain't even...
$1 billion with a B.
$1 billion with a B.
Gotta do that.
I can do that.
I'm like, that's thorough. I guess it comes down to how thorough is the party at hand that's asking for this artwork. Like, or if you're just making it, like you said, if you were making a piece for Kobe, you just put it in the cut somewhere for yourself. I almost made a piece for the artist.
Cut somewhere for yourself. I almost made a piece for the artist I talked about died early in January.
Yeah.
Like, I almost made a piece for that, but I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Because it's too soon for me. It's like, man, I just don't want to. Not yet. Not yet.
I hear that. Because I mean, in the same regard, like I've done paintings of my grandfather that got prices on them. He's not around no more.
Yeah, facts.
And that's technically profiting off. I mean, it's not profiting off his death. It's just a piece and.
I guess it changes.
In honor of,
depending on how close you are to the person.
Yeah,
that becomes a challenge.
That becomes a challenge. Because like you could be doing all that. You can dedicate your whole career to like, you know what I mean? One of this is a crazy one, but like one of my Jean-Michel Basquiat's paintings. It's called the Defacement. It was he made it after his. One of his friends had died. I think it was Michael Stewart. His friends had gotten killed by police brutality. And he made a painting.
Dark one too.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like he made it like in a studio or like inside. I think it was in a studio, but like that section of the wall got pulled off. And became like something to put in a museum and all this other stuff.
I can't rock with that.
And it's kind of It's like he didn't get the opportunity to like be the one that sells out.
Right.
Like
he was already dead. You right.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of weird. But the piece is tough, man. It's definitely tough. And so
it's almost like how they do Banksy's work. Like he didn't put his work out there to be taken in big chunks and put in museums, so to speak. But it just kind of happens.
Yeah, I mean, his work, he's more aware of like just the ins and outs of the art world and his experience with it. So like it's like always a parody on the art world. So it's just like when you know that at some point you can't avoid it.
Right.
You just capture every element of it that you can.
Yeah, if you can't beat them, join them.
Right. You know what I mean? And somebody was walking here and go put some money on all these works in here. Buy it. I mean, get it up out of here. Like my man's Clayton Ziegler just says, like, once you put a price tag on artwork, it's a commodity. Like, it ain't about you and your feelings no more.
It's a fact.
It's about how you trying to eat. You know what I mean? So
I definitely had my gripes about selling some of my works before, and I'm like, man, I really like this piece, but it's selfish to hang on to your own works when somebody else wants to appreciate it in their own space.
Yeah.
It might do more for them than it does for you. You just don't know it. But
yeah, and I think also like because like in that topic of selling out, like we may see people's artwork and make the assumption not that they're selling out because like this I finally figured it out. I got it. So like if somebody making something like somebody's, selling out. I know I'm fucking losing. Come on, I got hype, bro.
I'm weak.
I got hype. I knew it. I was sitting there thinking I was about to lose it because I'm hype. I'm just trying to talk it back through. but like somebody who doesn't necessarily know or hasn't gotten that far in their career,
right?
And they're just creating by whatever they're inspired by. Like, how could you consider that selling out because of the the subject matter they're creating, or is that subject matter making them like sell out in regards? Like they just don't know. I think a lot of people in their early careers they create a lot of similar things as other artists, especially who's around them and what they see, and so like it ain't selling out because they haven't found themselves yet. Like I don't you can't sell out until you find yourself. You find yourself. You know
That's
what I mean?
a good point.
You really can't do that, and so you just kind of create like you got to become something. Oh, that's what it was. So like you can't in order to sell out, like people you can't just up and like sell out. Like the idea is that like you just go make this money, but like even in order to do that, you gotta make enough buzz to even get to that point of selling out. It was like yo, I'm about to create this different type of work to sell out, but like you still gotta compete with the people that's making that same type of work. People still gotta find out about you. So like.
It's true.
Selling out doesn't happen until you like are actually making some bread off of it.
Yeah, it gotta be solidified.
Otherwise, just like you're just a failing artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, in order to sell out, it's not just like you can just up and do that. Like, you gotta
put the groundwork in.
Yeah,
man.
you gotta become something first.
Yeah, you gotta put the groundwork in. I compare it to this though. As far as the topic that you had, like an artist that's just starting to find himself and he's just creating whatever he creates. I was having a conversation with my brother, which is a musician. And he was asking me, because I was watching a YouTube documentary on one of the, it's like a lot of photographers that just blow up by photographing celebrities and they're just in the right place, right time.
Right.
And the next thing you know, they're on the billboard and they're like, man, I just started doing photography 2 years ago, man. So point and shoot camera then, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. A part of me is salty. A part of me, I mean, which I feel bad for being salty because, like, yo, good for him.
Mm-hmm.
But is that selling out because, like, yo, you took the route that they took to get where they at. Subject matter that they took is very easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like right place, right time, celebrity. You ain't do the groundwork. Celebrity did the groundwork. You just took the picture of the celebrity, which in turn he reposted. Now you got clapped.
Yeah.
You dig? So part of me is like, man, that's pseudo selling out, but not really. It's somewhere. That's the gray area for me. It's somewhere in the middle. And like for anybody that made it this way, there's no gripes against you. I'm jealous that I ain't get on that way because I prefer to have it that way myself.
Because he wants his money now.
Exactly. J.G. Wentworth won't lie to you, man. They're like, yo, I need that money now. Just be financially stable in that way from your art. Just being started, like, it's got to be exciting too.
Yep.
You dig? It's just, there's a lot of pros, not as many cons. Only cons will come from people in the art world that don't see you as a peer because they did this groundwork and built themselves, mentors, and all these different things, ideas. Did the research, you dig? Like, all of this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, because like I relate to my experience relates to, you know, the person who goes through the super long process of figuring themselves out and they work, you know what I mean, and trying to find opportunities, create opportunities, which is probably most people's experience. And then like one of my favorite lyrics from Queen Rhapsody.
New rapper Rhapsody, right?
Yeah.
I need to check her out.
She what's the line? Anything that come that fast gonna stay that brief. And so like when I think about my artwork, I think about the legacy it's gonna have, and not just, oh, okay, I got popping for 3 years, and then people got off me because somebody else popped up, and my stuff didn't have enough, like, you know what I mean, like enough societal weight to be like, oh, we need this.
Your work ain't had the gumption.
You know what I mean?
It ain't had the gumption. Let me challenge you here though.
Okay.
What about Herb Ritz, right? So he got on being a celebrity photographer, but the legacy of the photos that he has kind of lasts, whether his name rings bells or not. The photos that he has still ring bells visually and mentally because of these celebrities, a lot of times musicians. You just know how music stays with people because, like, I mean, it said that the devil was a musician. Like, all these things, like, it's music sticks with you in that way, right? So what you call Herb Ritz, do you think he, quote unquote, like, not fell off, but
I don't know enough about his story to like
true.
really comment on that. Because I mean, you're right. I got most of what I've seen has been his, you know, his
right.
Celebrity. I mean, celebrities. They had the one at the Christ Museum. They had that show, which was fire.
Super fire.
And you know, you know what's crazy is like we tend to like look at artists of the past who have who've had their success and whatever else, and they're the ones that's being talked about in history books, and you might not have that, you know, art history or their connection to like what it was like when they were coming up. So like, you know what I mean, like we're operating in the space that we're in, and we can kind of comment on the artists or that we see in our time or in our but like you know, a lot of this stuff I feel like it's the same thing it's just repeating over and over. Like, you know what I mean, like there was artists in rooms just like this back in the day, like, yo, let's talk about these ideas, let's figure this out, man. And so so yeah, I can't really comment on Herb Ritz on that. I mean, somebody's got to be, you know what I mean, like a celebrity photographer.
That's right.
Again, like that's somebody's vibe too. Like if that's your, I mean, that's your energy.
Right.
I mean, I met the dude at Something in the Water that was like, you know, one of the official photographers for the event, and he had taken like the Jay-Z Pharrell, like the Jay-Z Pharrell photo that came out from that night, and so it's like
some people's niche.
That's what he does. You know what I mean? And so yeah, you know,
that's a good point.
It's got to be somebody's niche. I mean, somebody's got to do it. You know what I mean? It's like,
You're
when it
right.
becomes everybody's doing the same thing, it becomes like, all right, cool. Oh, I had a name for it. What was I gonna call it? What did I call it before? Current event art. You know what I mean? I got that from my rap battles. We got current event bars. So I was like, yo, current event art is a real thing too. Like things happen, somebody creates artwork based on that thing.
Especially since everybody's so accessible nowadays.
Yeah.
You can see everything being created in that moment. Like I knew when I saw Kobe pass, I'm like, yo, everything's about to be Kobe for the next month. Man.
Yeah.
Everything is so quick now that you can see it. It's like, yo, every current event, like when Trump became president, a bunch of Trump art.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Yeah.
How do you feel about current event art though?
Oh, it's.
Or you think it's a necessary evil?
Yep.
True. I can see that.
You can't avoid what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like things are just gonna. You know what I mean? Like when you start to recognize the trends of the world, like you can't avoid. Like I can't even get mad. It's like it's just I'm good. I'm happy that I'm able to like predict it and know it's like okay, cool. This is the kind of line of how things are gonna go. Like that's even with Kobe's passing that happened. Like it's like somebody had mentioned it's like well all the like the Kobe memes or whatever had gone through. You know what I mean? In respect for him, and then. Shortly after that, there was artworks, the paintings coming, and I was just like, through my lens, I was like, I know that this is the path that this is going to eventually take. Then I'm going to start seeing murals done,
all of that. Things
of that nature, and like, you know what I mean?
Natural, man.
Much respect to that. So it's like, the idea is just like, where do you decide you want to fit in that, you know what I mean, in that storyline?
But let me ask you this: when do you agree? Well, I don't even want to start the question as when you agree. I just want to ask an open-ended question: do you agree that memes are the
quintessential art of the next century?
I'm about to say it's a quintessential current art medium, you dig? Because like, if we got a message from the government right now, like yo, asteroid about to destroy the Earth in the next 24 hours, it's gonna be a myriad of memes like yo,
Michael Jordan crying
all of that
on the meteor, bro.
All
on
of
Earth.
that.
Yeah, it's a fact. Memes a whole that's a whole entire power, man. Like I see a meme and I'll be like, what's the point of me making the artwork? Because it'll be something that I think about or I care about. But I'm like, what's the point of me making that piece now? This communicates it enough. Like I think as artists we're trying to communicate ideas and like when I see it. But the reason that I still create my work is that, again, thinking about like longevity, like that meme is gonna pop, but like I think whatever year it was when like the Salt Bay joint dropped, like that was the year when I was just like, oh, I can see how this year's gonna go. So like that joint dropped and it was like the poppiness. It was like early January too. So it was like the most popping meme to come out, and I was like, this is gonna be all of that year. You know, it was like I think it was 2018. It was like, yo, this is about to be the whole year. This is this. Everything's gonna be in reference to this.
I still be doing that when I work at Toast sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I still be doing that to this day.
And then, like when the next year came around, I was like, let's see which one it's gonna be this year. And it's just like
when the Jordan Smiley came out, I knew it was a wrap. I'm like, yo, it's over for everybody.
Yeah,
it's over.
So like,
it's never going nowhere.
So if I start making memes, I sold out, bro.
Alright, so fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not mad at that.
You see me making memes and none of this no more.
I'm not mad.
Sold out.
Yeah.
I done found a way to get paid off memes and I'm out of here.
Bro.
And guess what? I'm gonna be like, it's still art.
Hey, right, like yo.
All I did was
change
take on this graphic design, baby.
I just changed mediums, yo.
Memes is the simplest version of graphic design. It's like image, a little bit of text. Yeah,
that's one reason I like memes, though, man.
Oh man, that is. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. We got like 20 seconds. So that was fire. Be sure to subscribe and be notified. And shout out to my boy Kyler coming through to check us out.
Appreciate you, brother.
And until next time, we out of here.
Yo, he said Jordan Smiley on the Earth.
I seen it before, man. That's wild.
No, word.
That's weak, yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I've seen it. So like, it's definitely a real thing. Like somebody, I think about it like that. It could be anything. I want to say it was like it was something they said. It was like just put the dang Jordan crying face on. That's weak, man. People stupid, yo.
Exactly. That's what it boils down to.
People don't even care no more. Like serious joke.
Everything's a joke, bro. Everybody's a comedian. Everything's a joke.
So funny. Oh man. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, I like that. I like that episode. I feel like that's good topics too.
Cool.